Welcome back to Cliffy's Kitchen, friends. It's a pleasure having you with me today again. What am I doing for you today? Well, even before I tell you that, let me just say that I really appreciate the outstanding support you have been showing for my channel. You continue to support me, you continue to like, subscribe and share. I appreciate that. It helps me and it helps the channel. So I'm going to ask you to do that right now. And of course, it's just a continuation of showing the love. What am I doing today? Well, today I'm going to be doing oven baked barbecue style chicken. This is a favorite of a lot of you guys, and I'm sure you will like the process that I use. You will like the outcome. It's going to be great tasting, and we look forward to having you sharing your comments as to what you think about it as we go along. So just follow me as we prepare for the oven. Well, guess what? I already seasoned the meat with my basic seasoning, and you can refer back to a past video about 3-4 days ago. Garlic, your ginger, your scallion, your thyme, you name it. It's all in the video. But in addition to that, for my jerk bake barbecue chicken, I've also added some paprika, some garlic powder, black pepper, some jerk seasoning, of course, 2 different types, and in the long run we'll be using a little ketchup plus the barbecue sauce when it's time to finish it up. So basically that is what completes the seasoning for the barbecue chicken. Let's go to the oven now. This is my seasoned chicken, and I'm now going to put it in a Pyrex dish that we're going to bake it into. You notice these have on the skin for the most part, because you don't want to be stripping off all the skin off your chicken when you're putting them in the oven, because it spends a little extra time and you want your meat to be really juicy, so you leave at least some of the skin on, so that will help to preserve the juiciness of your meat. These are really looking so good already. Alright, so it's time to cover it now. I'm gonna use some foil wrap, and then we put it in the oven. The reason for this is that you want it to bake at least, you want it to cook for at least maybe 25 minutes, and then it will be time enough to take off the foil wrap so that it can get the color that you want. But for the first 20 to 25 minutes you want it to cook as good as possible, ahead of getting the color. Our oven is heated at 400 degrees, and that should take care of giving them a good boil for the first 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm going to dunk it in right now. Alright, so that will have to fight its way in the heat. Can't help it. Okay, my chicken been in the oven for the last 30 minutes, so this is how it looks. Really looking pretty. Just need to get an additional color now and some basting in order to finally finish with it. So I'm going to put it back in the oven, just baste this a little with some of the juice that it has created, and then put it back in the oven. Just getting some of the juice here to baste them all over so they can take on some more heat without getting too crisp. And of course you can see that this already promises to be a really nice tasting chicken. We're gonna put it back in the oven now, and I can bet you in another 20 minutes we should be taking this out with a nice pretty color. So let's see how it works. So the chicken is now out of the oven. As you can see, they are looking really good, and of course I'm just sorry you guys are not here to enjoy this with me and my family, but we're gonna have a meal of it. Before we do that though, if you notice in the bowl there, to the left, we have some final touches in that bowl. A little of the broth from the gravy that comes from the chicken is there to serve as a basting, mixed with a little ketchup and barbecue sauce. Of course, a little cayenne pepper is also added to give it that little oomph. Some of us do not like spice, but many of us do. I like spice and my family too. So that cayenne pepper will give it that nice taste that you want when you have barbecue chicken like this. So I'm gonna mix them together and then brush it on. It goes without saying, friends, that you put the amount of what you want, your barbecue and your ketchup, according to the taste that you want from your chicken. So that you can do according to the amount of chicken you have and according to your taste. We are now going to mix them together and then we brush them on, and you can just imagine how they look even before it happens. So let me go about putting them together right now. This sauce looks like something to die for. Alright, our chicken is now finished brushing on one side. We're going to put it back in the oven for 5 minutes. Let it kind of soak in a little, and then we turn them over and brush the other side. Here's a finished product of my beautiful barbecue chicken. Yes, it really looks good, and I tell you something, friends, the family can't wait to get down into it, and so I'm only sorry that you're not here to share it with us, but we'll tell you about it probably in another video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.